Well, coming up this weekend, it is Mexican Independence Day, and that is not to be confused with Cinco de Mayo. Joining us this morning is Dr. Rosemarie Allen, our 9 News race and equity expert. Dr. Allen, always good to have you back.
Nice to be here.
Now, this is a good topic. You said you were actually talking about this with your students. A lot of them are of the Hispanic heritage, and they said, thank you for talking about this.
Absolutely, because so many times people think Cinco de Mayo is Mexican Independence Day.
Right.
And it isn't at all.
They get the two confused. Can you explain the difference to us?
Absolutely. And I'm going to try this in Spanish.
I'll help you if you can't, yeah.
Okay, 16 de septiembre.
That was great.
Thank you.
Yeah,
the
wonderful.
16th of September is actually Mexican Independence Day, and it celebrates Mexico's victory over Spain to become recognized as a free country.
Okay, and then Cinco de Mayo.
And Cinco de Mayo, it's also associated with war. It celebrates the victory of Mexico over the French army. And it's more about culture, and we'll get into that in a little bit.
And this is all about learning different cultures from your own. You know, this wasn't part of your culture. You also had to go through learning all about this.
Absolutely, and it's so important that we do. I had no idea about the relevance and the significance of September 16th.
Now, what did you learn?
And I learned that in 1810, Father Hidalgo, in the town of Dolores, he led the initiative, the war for Mexican independence. I did not know that Spain kept Mexico as a colony for over 300 years. They oppressed the Mexican people, took their wealth and their property. They couldn't even hold office. So Father Hidalgo said enough, and he actually rang a bell in Dolores and initiated this war that lasted over 10 years until finally Spain withdrew and Mexico was recognized as an independent country.
So all these years later, we are celebrating Mexican Independence Day on September 16th, as you mentioned. What are some of the ways that people celebrate today?
You know, it's celebrated, actually the holiday has been celebrated every year since 1810.
Right.
And they celebrate really by engaging in activities that promote independence. Companies honor students with scholarships. They honor students who are really working towards becoming more independent. And they were really encouraged by the way that Americans celebrate the 4th of July. So you see fireworks and fiestas and family gatherings and parades and things like that.
Yeah, it's more than the discount prices at a Mexican restaurant or the margaritas that people like to make the holiday about in the U.S. And I really like the fact that you did say, you know, 16 de septiembre, that you made a point to try to say that in the native language, because I think that's what, you know, deters people from learning about other cultures. Sometimes it can be intimidating.
It is intimidating, and then you don't want to get things mixed up.
Yeah.
You know, you think Cinco de Mayo, I thought that was Independence Day, and then when you really commit to learning, because a lot of people really believe that Cinco de Mayo was co-opted and appropriated. So we have a responsibility to learn, because what happened with the victory over France was 52 years after Independence Day for Mexico.
Allow yourself to make those mistakes and then correct them. That's how we grow as a population.
Absolutely, and thanks for your help on that pronunciation.
Oh, no, you didn't need my help. Actually, I think you said it a lot better than I did, if we're being honest. So that is happening this weekend. Are you aware of any of the celebrations happening this weekend?
I am not.
Okay, but you can find those online. That should be pretty easy for people to look up.
Yes.
The point is, you know the history if you are going to celebrate all of it.
Absolutely. I can say that we have a wonderful museum right down on Santa Fe, Museo de las Americas, and they may be doing something special, so look it up.
You've been practicing that Spanish, Dr. Allen. I like it. All right. Well, Dr. Rosemarie Allen back with us this morning. Dr. Allen, thank you.
Thank you so much.